You were told a degree was the safe choice, the smart choice, the guaranteed path to a good life. So, why are millions of graduates broke, jobless, buried under loans they'll carry for 30 years? In America alone, students owe over $1.7 trillion, more than the entire economy of most countries on Earth. You did everything right. You studied, you enrolled, you signed, and somehow, you ended up trapped. This wasn't an accident. Someone is getting very, very rich off that trap. Let me show you who. For decades, the deal was simple. Study hard, go to college, get the degree, land the job, build the life. Your parents believed it. Your teachers preached it. Society treated it as gospel, and for a while, it was true. A degree was rare. It opened doors. It meant something. A graduate in 1970 walked into a job market that was begging for them. Tuition was a summer job. Debt was a footnote. You went to school to become more, not to owe more. The promise wasn't a lie, not back then. But a promise is only as good as the system behind it. And somewhere along the way, the deal changed. Nobody told the students, walk onto a modern campus, look closely, climbing walls, luxury dorms, stadiums that rival the pros, lazy rivers, actual lazy rivers, winding past buildings where the library used to be the pride of the school. Universities stopped competing on education. They started competing on amenities because a school isn't just selling knowledge anymore. It's selling an experience, a brand, a 4-year product with a price tag. And behind those marble lobbies, an army of administrators. Since the 1970s, the number of administrators has exploded, far faster than the number of teachers. Deans of everything, vice presidents of nothing. Someone has to pay for all of it, and there's only one person left holding the bill. That person is 18 years old, too young to drink, too young to rent a car, but old enough to sign for $80,000 in debt. This is the debt machine. In the United States, student loans now total over $1.7 trillion. More than 40 million borrowers. Most of them barely adults when they signed. And here's the cruelest part. This debt follows you forever. You can declare bankruptcy on a failed business, on a mortgage, on almost anything. But student debt? Critics call it the one loan you can almost never escape. You can lose the degree's value. You can never lose the debt. And the price kept climbing. Always climbing. Here's why. Imagine you run a business, and no matter how high you raise your prices, someone always pays. Guaranteed, in full, upfront. Would you ever stop raising them? That's college tuition. Because the loans are backed by the government, the money is guaranteed. The school gets paid, no matter what. The student takes all the risk. So tuition climbs, and climbs. Since 1980, the data shows college costs rising far faster than inflation, faster than housing, faster than healthcare, faster than wages. By a mile. There's no incentive to lower the price, only to raise it. The more they charge, the more you borrow. The more you borrow, the more they make. And the thing you're going broke to buy, it's worth less than ever. Here's the trap inside the trap. When everyone has a degree means nothing. In 1970, a diploma made you rare. Today it's the baseline, the bare minimum, the thing employers expect before they'll even read your name. So the credential that once opened doors now just gets you to the door, where hundreds of other graduates are already standing. Some entry-level openings draw hundreds of applications each. Graduate hiring has slumped. Whole industries have shifted while the textbook stayed frozen in time. 4 years, 6 figures of debt. For a piece of paper losing value by the semester, the students are clearly losing. So who exactly is winning? Follow the money. It always tells the truth. Start with the endowments. The wealthiest universities sit on funds worth tens of billions of dollars, some larger than the reserves of entire nations, invested, growing, largely untaxed. Then the executives. University presidents pulling seven-figure salaries. Administrators multiplying year after year. Then the lenders. An entire industry built on the interest of teenagers, collecting for decades on debt that can't be erased. Every layer of this system gets paid. The endowment grows. The administrator gets richer. The lender collects. Everyone profits. Everyone, except the one who actually signed. Now, here's the part that's hard to hear. This system isn't broken. It's working exactly as it was built to work. Step back and look at what it produces. Millions of young people, locked into debt, afraid to take risks, afraid to quit, afraid to fail. A person who owes $80,000 doesn't gamble on a dream. They take the safe job. They keep their head down. They comply. Critics argue that's the real product, not graduates. A workforce, obedient, indebted, easy to manage. Not some secret conspiracy, something quieter. A structure that rewards everyone at the top for keeping it exactly as it is. You weren't failed by the system, you were processed by it. But let's be honest, not every degree is a scam. Walk into surgery. You want a doctor who trained for a decade. Stand trial. You want a lawyer who earned the bar. Cross a bridge. You want an engineer who studied every bolt. In those fields, the degree isn't a trap. It's the path. And the return is real. Learning was never the scam. Knowledge is priceless. Skill changes lives. The scam is the price, the debt. A broken system that made the default choice a bad one for millions who were never told there was another way. Don't stop learning, just stop signing blind. You were sold a path. It's worth asking who built it and who it really serves. Because the people profiting from your debt are counting on one thing that you never stop to ask. This is Behind the Empire, where we follow the money behind the things you were told never to question. Subscribe, hit the bell, and share this with someone about to sign for the debt before they find out the hard way.